Hi you guys, I hope you're having a great day. Today is really crazy here in Utah. There was a crazy snowstorm and I had to drive pretty far away to take Will to preschool. It was so scary. Visibility was like non-existent. But now, thankfully, the sun has come out, the snow has melted, I got home safely, the boys are here, we're all safe, so I'm here to make a video for you. I found a fascinating article in the Washington Post today that I thought would be a really great video idea. And I love parenting and advice tips, and I love just reading things to do and not to do as a parent because I'm learning every day, and I like to hear the positive, I like to hear the negative. I think it's really good that we kind of get a well-rounded view on parenting styles and things like that so that we can make our own decisions. So basically the article is called "Are You Raising Nice Kids? A Harvard psychologist gives 5 ways to raise them to be kind." So this video is about how to raise a kind, moral child. If you want to follow along in the article, I will have it linked down below so you can read all of it. I'm going to go over it pretty quickly because there's a lot to talk about. We talked about how there was a new study done with a group of youth, and they said that 80% of the youth said this. This is very interesting. They said that my parents are prouder if I get good grades in my classes than if I'm a caring community member in class and school. I thought that was crazy, that parents focus so much more on the child and the child's accomplishments than actually teaching them to care about other people. The same Harvard psychologist said that they came up with these recommendations. They said that they need adults who will help them become caring, respectful, and responsible for their communities at every stage of their childhood. So it is up to us. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm not a perfect parent. My children are not perfect in any way, shape, or form. That is the truth. We are not perfect. But something I'm very, very big on is teaching my children to care about other people, because I think if you teach your child to be nurturing and caring about other people, that makes them a better citizen and that makes them a better person as well. The first thing that the Harvard psychologist says is to make caring for others a priority. Now, every section here in the article says why and how and things that you can try. So the first question is, why is it even important to teach your child to care for other people? It says that parents tend to prioritize their children's happiness and achievements over their children's concern for others. But children need to learn to balance their needs with the needs of others, whether it's passing the ball or deciding to stand up for a friend who is being bullied. And children need to hear from parents that caring for others is a top priority. I thought that was so interesting. A big part of that is holding children to high ethical expectations. For like honoring, it says that it's important to honor commitments, for example. I thought that this was really interesting. The doctors and psychologists said, instead of saying this to your kids, the most important thing is that you're happy, you can say, the most important thing is that you're kind. And I love that. The most important thing is that you're kind. Because if your children are kind, they're going to inevitably be happy. If they're nicer to other people, they're going to be happier themselves. I like this too. It says, make sure that your older children always address others respectfully, even when they're tired, distracted, or angry. And emphasize caring when you interact with other key adults in your children's lives. So I thought that was the first really good one. The second one is to provide opportunities for children to practice caring and gratitude. This is really big. It says why it's never too late to become a good person, but it won't happen on its own. Children need to practice expressing gratitude and caring for others. Studies show that people who are in the habit of expressing gratitude are more likely to be generous, helpful, compassionate, and forgiving, and they're also more likely to be happy and healthy. So you know when you have an attitude of gratitude, you're just happier. It's just a given. And it talks about how being happy and learning to be caring is something that you have to work on every single day. It's not just something that you work on once a day. So teaching your children to be grateful, whether it's like at the dinner table or at night, and saying, okay, let's all say something good that happened today, or let's all say something in our prayers that we're grateful for. That's really important. I really like this idea. It has multiple ideas, but I really like this. It said, try this. Don't reward your child for every act of helpfulness, such as clearing the table. We should expect our kids to help around the house with siblings and with neighbors, and only reward uncommon acts of kindness. I thought that was really interesting, and I never thought about that before. And the third one is to expand your child's circle of concern. I love this idea. It says why almost all children care about a small circle of people. It says our challenge is to help children learn to care about someone outside that circle. So other kids at the playground, other people, you know, at the mall or whatever. Just gives them more empathy towards other people, and they just want to be more kind. Children need to learn to zoom in by listening closely and attending to those in their immediate circle, and also to zoom out by taking in the big picture and considering other people. They need to also consider how their decisions ripple and affect other people. And I say that all the time. You know, it's like, it's never just about them. It's like, when you're acting like this, when you're screaming and you're having a tantrum, these people here can't focus, or they're affected because, you know, whatever. But it's interesting to try to make them think more just about themselves and about you, but the bigger picture. I like this too. It says, try this. Make sure your children are friendly and grateful with all the people in their daily lives, such as the waitress or the bus driver. Just kind of expanding their idea. And it's something it says too, use a newspaper or TV story to encourage your children to think about hardships faced by children in another country. And I've been talking to my boys about this as well, as far as like thinking about what they have in comparison to what other people have. That they have it really good. So if they're complaining about something really little, they actually have a lot to be grateful for, because there are children out there who have no food, who have no toys, who have no clothes. And I, you know, was going to pull up a YouTube video of children who are really suffering, and I have told them, you know, some children don't even have parents. Some children, just trying to like get them to think about the bigger picture instead of just this situation or just the one little thing that they want, that there's so much more to the world than just what they want in that moment, and their decisions and their choices and their actions affect many people around them. The fourth tip is to be a strong role model and mentor. And it says that children learn ethical values by watching them in adults that they respect. So if they see a parent, you know, being kind, being generous, talking about caring for other people, they're going to do the same. It says that in order to be a role model, we need to practice kindness, forgiveness, fairness, and caring ourselves. And it doesn't mean being perfect all the time. We always hear that, you know, in parenting tips, to show your children that you're not perfect, to apologize to your children when you yell too loud or when you handle the situation incorrectly. We need to acknowledge our mistakes and flaws, and we need to respect children's thinking and listen to their perspectives. And because then that will teach them, wait, maybe I should listen. So sometimes, you know, when my children are really upset, I get down on my knees, I get in their face, and I say, tell me what you want. Tell me how you're feeling. And I hope that that helps them later in life to, when somebody else in their life is having a hard time, they get down in their face and they say, tell me what's going on, you know, tell me what you're feeling. And the fifth one says, guide children in managing destructive feelings. And this is really, really important. Kind of just giving your child the tools to deal when they're angry and they're frustrated. And it says that often the ability to care for other people is completely overshadowed when your child's frustrated or angry or jealous or whatever. And it says that we need to teach that all feelings are okay, because it is okay to be upset. You don't have to be picture perfect happy all of the time. That's okay. But some ways of dealing with them are not helpful. So that is the article I wanted to share with you. I thought it was really, really fascinating to think about how we need to focus more on helping our children become kind, generous, loving people, because that in turn will make them successful, happy teenagers, adults. And there's no perfect way to be a parent, and we're all trying our very best. But the important part is that we are aware of things that we can do as parents to try to help our children to be the best that they can be. And we're trying to the best of our abilities to help them be kinder, more compassionate people. So once again, I will have the article linked down below for you. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Comment down below and let me know what you think about the topic, or let me know what has worked for you or what you like to do in order to teach your child how to be kind or to be compassionate. I really, really love topics like this. I think it's so important, just even as adults, to be aware of things that you do or things that you say and how that can be hurtful to other people, because I think sometimes we just get so caught up in our own issues and our own problems that we don't look outward very often. And I think that our children notice that. So the more outward we look and the more we try to help other people, the happier we will be and the more positive our lives will be. So thank you all for watching, and have a great afternoon or evening or morning, whatever time it is when I actually get this video up. And yeah, we will see you all later. Bye. And I will be vlogging this week a couple of times. My birthday is on Saturday, so I'm really excited. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be vlogging on my birthday, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll be vlogging a couple times this week, so stay tuned for that as well, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye.